For me, BRR or buy refurbished refinance is a great strategy and something I do over and over again. If you find the right deals, you can use the same pot of money and spin it over and over to acquire properties with 20% or so equity in them from day one, and a cash flow that comes out indefinitely every single month as you rent them out or run them on Airbnb. Executing the strategy well is all about your due diligence and buying it right. I say it time and time again, but the money's not made when you sell a property, it's made when you buy a property. If you focus hard on not getting the money stuck, then you can acquire multiple properties from the same deposit. If you get the money tied up in a bad deal because your research wasn't done properly, then you'll acquire very few units with the same pot of money. Now, we all know a property can only make so much money. Whether you super rent it or whether you rent it as a single let, it's only going to provide a certain amount of money per month. It might go up and down, obviously, but it's not going to double or triple anytime soon. So you have to buy more property to bring in more cash flow into your life every month. I firmly believe, done correctly in the right locations, you can turn 30 grand into 5 or 6 properties over the course of 12 to 24 months. Where do we find these deals and what do we need to be looking out for? Contrary to what people say, I believe the best deals are with estate agents. They have the majority of the stock, and a lot of vendors don't like to negotiate directly, so they like to employ that middleman. However, just because they are estate agents or the properties are with estate agents, it doesn't mean you can't buy them for below market value. Also, just because they say their offer's over on Rightmove, it doesn't mean they won't accept an offer under. It's nothing more than a tag and a marketing tactic from the agents. Personally, I ignore the prices as the market will only pay what a property is worth. So I go looking for refurbishments. In order to execute the BRR strategy successfully, you have to be able to add value to a property. Saying that, you do not want to be doing massive extensions and huge structural reshapes. You can if you want, but I'm all about speed. I want as many properties bought with my one pot of money as I can in the shortest time possible. A big restructure ties money up for a long time, and it can be reused, and at the end of it you still only have one rental for cash flow. So for me, I'm more looking for cosmetic upgrades, things like bathrooms, kitchens, carpets, decoration mainly. Then I get the money back out and I repeat the process over and over again. When you're looking through the advertising websites, look for green and orange carpets, bathrooms with disabled chairs in, or wet rooms as they're called. Look for overgrown gardens, as this indicates that they've been on the market a while. Personally, I look for my granny's house. Basically anything that reminds me of my grand's house when I was a kid is worth exploring. As it normally means it's been lived in for decades, it needs a cosmetic upgrade, and you'll be able to get it below market value, because that house will never sell at market value or current market values. Below market value properties all over the internet. Before I just had a quick look, there was 5,000 in Newcastle. I only need one. I only need one. So don't say there's no deals out there. There's plenty of deals out there. And once you've found the deal, run the research and make the offer. I see a lot of people trying to find the perfect deal, analysing the deal behind their laptops before they even took a viewing. For me, this is the wrong way to do it. All this does is stop you getting out there to see potential deals. Remember, people buy from people, and you can't build those relationships unless you're out there in the field meeting those people. I can't tell you how many viewings I've been on where the vendor showed me around one, and then he mentioned he had another house or a few houses he would be willing to also sell. So let's just wrap this up with a summary. Number 1, work with estate agents as they've got the most stock. Number 2, look for your granny's house. And number 3, don't analyse the figures before you go out to view. And finally, build the relationships and get out there. For me, that's how you find BRR deals.